Hello everyone and welcome to a new section in our YouTube channel. As you know, we sometimes share information about articles and science done in a controlled environment agriculture, which is really important for growers. And we are going to have now a new section that is called the CEA Controlled Environment Agriculture Science Spotlight. So if you want to learn about the articles and information that is getting done by scientists that can be applied into your systems, stay for this video. So for today, we have a really interesting topic that I know a lot of people is interested on how to control flowering in cannabis. As you know, cannabis is a short day plant, and we want to promote sometimes the growth of the plant, vegetative growth, and we sometimes want the plant to flower. And based on that, we do some treatments in greenhouses or inside of plant factories like this one in order to promote a specific response. So today I'm going to summarize an article done by Ricardo Hernandez and part of his team. As you know, Ricardo Hernandez is a great scientist working in controlled environment agriculture. It's not the first time that we are sharing information about his research. So the name of the article is Flowering Response of Cannabis Sativa under different Daylength-Extensions, like intensities and duration. So this is important because, as I mentioned, cannabis is a short day plant, and we want to create some treatments in order to promote flowering or to suppress flowering depending on our objectives. So in cannabis, we usually extend the day in order to promote growth. So vegetative growth, not flowering. So in this case, for cannabis, we want to increase the day length in order to increase the size and be able to, for example, make cuttings from cannabis and make propagation from the plant. And also, all the time when we are growing our plants, we keep the plants at least some weeks in the vegetative stage to get some vegetative growth from the plants. However, sometimes we have seen reports that when we increase the day length, we suppress flowering, but we can have sometimes kind of development of inflorescence on the plants. So we need to know specifically how many hours are we extending in our day in order to avoid these kind of situations. So growers have been reported to have incomplete fluorescence development sometimes in specific cannabis cultivars. So in this case, they work with a specific cultivar that is called silver haze, but it's important to know that sometimes we can have different responses, so we need to know at least how to be sure that we're extending the day enough in order to promote the vegetative growth. So the main objective of this research was to test the photoperiod, which is the day length, and the light intensity, which is also important, to avoid flowering and avoid also the incomplete development of inflorescence. So in this case, they did two experiments, one testing light intensity and another one testing the photoperiod. So in the first experiment, they tested different light intensities. So they used treatments of 1 micromole per square meter per second, 2.5 micromoles, 5.8 micromoles, and 10.3 micromoles. The response of photoperiod for different plants, we know it can be done using very low light intensity. So as you can see here, we have very low light intensity, and that was the intensity that was used for these experiments to create an extension of the day from 9 hours to 15 hours. So for the results, they found out that in all the treatments, the fully transition of flowering was avoided. However, they did find out the incomplete development of inflorescence. So in this case, if you want to suppress flowering and you want to push vegetative growth, you will want also to avoid the development of incomplete inflorescence. So in the second experiment, for the second experiment, they tested different photoperiodic treatments. The treatments used were 15 hours, which is the same one from the first experiment, with different light intensities. So for this experiment, they keep the same light intensity, low light intensity, and they use 15 hours photoperiod, 18 hours photoperiod, and 21 hours photoperiod. So for the results, they found out that in order to avoid the development of the incomplete development of inflorescence, they need to keep the plants at least at 18 hours photoperiod. So this is very important information because when we work with short day plants, sometimes we use as a threshold 14 hours. Like if you put more than 14 hours, you will expect the plant to avoid flowering and keep a vegetative growth. However, specific cultivars can have different response. So in this case, in the case of the silver haze cultivar, we know that in order to have a safe response to push vegetative growth, we need to have at least 1 micromoles per square meter per second, which is the intensity that was used, and at least 18 hours of photoperiod. So if you ask me, I will recommend you push the photoperiod to 18 hours for any cultivar of cannabis that you're working with, because we know that for some cultivars, if you reduce the photoperiod, even though that is higher than 14, sometimes it can cause these kind of problems of incomplete inflorescence development. So again, this is very useful information because when you work with cannabis, you need to push the plant into a vegetative phase, at least at the beginning of the production. And then we want to push flowering. And if you are developing your own cuttings, you want to keep your plant in vegetative phase in order to promote growth and get your cuttings from the plant. So this is propagation. Okay, so if you want to keep your plants and create the conditions inside of your system, can be a greenhouse, can be a plant factory, you need to learn about this kind of information. So I hope you enjoyed this information. Remember how important it is to read articles and find out what is done by scientists in order to improve the development of our plants and the management of our systems in controlled environment agriculture. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the information. Remember, my name is Karla Garcia, Hort Americas Technical Service and Consultant. See you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep learning about controlled environment agriculture, and don't forget to leave your comments and questions. Bye-bye.